Good evening. Hello. Today is Tuesday, I believe. Kind of losing track of time because this day is just flowing right into each other. But I hope everyone is well. And so we're still reviewing the book, A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Courage, and Wisdom by Cyndie Spiegel. And again, I am so good. I left that link up there for you to get that book if you don't already have it. Anyway, so last night we talked about cynicism and to make, instead of being cynical, to make curiosity your go-to. Be curious. Think about things and, oh, I wonder what wonderful things are in there, or they're saying something. Instead of being cynical about it, just be curious. What are you talking about? Can you explain that further or something like that? So that was my take on it. And it was very short, so I'm not going to go any further into that. There you go. All right. Today is March the 3rd. However, in the book, we're on March the 4th because this book was written in 2018 when there were only 28 days in February. And this year there are 29 days in February. So it didn't have a February 29th. So we're like a day ahead. It's okay. We'll be fine. Okay. Tonight's topic is disentangle from the past. So here we go. Disentangle yourself from the past to embrace the future. Don't reside in your childhood, regardless of how wonderful or imperfect it was. Move forward with all the grace and acceptance you can muster. Let go, love boldly, grow, learn. Then spread your wings and soar. So, I bet you know what I'm going to say. Let's stop living in the past, resting on our laurels, whatever those catchphrases are, right? So all this is saying to me is to embrace your present, look forward to your future, and live it on your own terms. Whether or not your childhood was happy, sad, indifferent, whatever, don't worry about that. That was yesterday, that was in your past. And if you're happy about it, great. Build on that. But don't live in it. If it was sad, learn from it. Don't live in it. Because I hear a lot of people say, and I probably said it as well, because my childhood was a mix of good and bad. But in the learning from the bad, it's not always reactionary. So for instance, and I said I wasn't going to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. So my father was abusive to my mom. And it was a surprise to me. Up until I was 6 years old, my dad was my idol. I thought my dad could do no wrong. He was the best thing since sliced bread, so on and so forth. But after that, things start changing, and we started seeing him be more abusive to my mom, and things just went downhill from there. But after all that was over and my mom left and we, of course, went with her, we actually had a pretty good life. No, we were not wealthy by any way, shape, or form. We didn't have a lot, but we had each other. And for us, that was enough. You know, we, like I said before, we didn't know we were poor until somebody pointed it out because we were happy with each other. You know, so there was a lot to learn from my childhood. And for years, though, I took the bad parts and just carried that with me and carried that with me and carried that with me. And I was reluctant. Relationships were tough because I didn't want any man coming into my life and being abusive, whether it be physically, mentally, whatever it was. And so I think I held back parts of myself from whoever I was with because of that. And it wasn't fair to them, and it wasn't fair to me because our relationship was not fully there because one party was holding back parts of themselves. So if you're going to remember your past, remember and learn from it, not live in it. And that's the difference. You know, because I was living in it, even though I was a grown up and it wasn't happening to me anymore, or the events weren't happening anymore because really wasn't happening to me, but it was happening around me, which affected my thought processes, or at least I let it affect my thought processes. But we can all choose to let those things go. We can all choose to live gloriously in our present. And it took 50 some odd years for me to learn that, for me to say, okay, let that go. I mean, it's not serving you. It's not helping you. It's not helping you in your relationships. It's not helping you to be happy with yourself. None of that. So just let it go. And so I did, you know. And, you know, I was listening to, I think it was Marissa Peer, and she said that sometimes when we don't let things go and hold on to them like that, it's because we don't think that we're enough. You are. I am. You know, if you walk around the house, and so I just start sticking these stickers up everywhere, um, telling the family and everybody that you are enough. I said I am enough. Of course, you can't see that because of the light. I don't know why the light's preventing you from seeing that. But anyway, it says I am enough. And I put it on my computer. I put it on every door in the house. I put it on every mirror in the house because I have to keep reminding myself that I am. I am enough. And no matter what happened in my past, no matter what happened in my childhood, it's over. We have to let those things go, or our future is not going to be bright. You know, even in the sense of some people have a really happy childhood, but when their adulthood doesn't match their childhood, then they're sad. So it can happen in either situation, whether your childhood was happy or whether your childhood was sad. Sometimes holding on to that, expecting the same thing in your adulthood, can really hold you back or make you have these unrealistic expectations of the people around you. So we have to really look at, what are we holding on to and why are we holding on to it? Is it enhancing your life? If it's not, let it go. Have those really fond memories of your childhood if you have fond memories of your childhood, but don't expect the people in your life right now to make you feel the exact same way, because that's not going to happen. That was a feeling that you had then. The feelings that you have now can be totally different simply because you're different. Everybody's different. Everybody grows up and they change incrementally over time, to be somebody different. Sometimes you change so much, you don't even recognize yourself. You're like, oh, what? When did I start doing that? You know, but embrace it. It's, oh wow, that's a nice feeling. I kind of like that. I'm gonna keep doing that, or whatever. Or you said maybe you got rid of a habit that you never really liked in the first place, but you were holding on to it for some reason, and all of a sudden it's gone, and you're thinking, I don't do that anymore. This is great, you know? So just unravel and get rid of the past. I know they used to call people that were clingy to their moms. If you're hanging on to your mom's apron, apron strings, then, let it go. It's okay to fly on your own. I also had the habit of, I didn't want to go anywhere by myself. I didn't want to do too many things by myself. But as I got older, it was like, I like being by myself sometimes. I like my own company. Who knew? you know, so uh, sometimes you don't really realize how many things you're holding on to until you sit down and analyze it. You say, well, what am I holding on to that I need to let go? Think about it and then let it go. I think you'll be much happier. I, as time goes on, I am much happier knowing that I let that go. And sometimes, if you need to forgive someone, you don't necessarily have to be in their presence to do that. All you have to do is maybe say it out loud, say it in your head, whatever it is. I forgive you. And then forgive yourself for holding on to it, and then let it go. Then it's all done. And then you can live gloriously in your present and think about your present future. That's what I've started calling uh, my future. It's my present future, because I talk about my future as if it's already happening. So to me, it's my present future. And once you do that, you can't imagine how freeing that is, to know that, I was doing this meditation. It was like an hour long, and it was a guided meditation, so there's a lot of visualization going on. And I really saw in my mind's eye those things that I desired for my present future. So, and it made me feel really, really good because I, I just I just started smiling. And because I put a bid in on a condo today, and I was concerned about it for a minute, and then I said, no, it's fine. It's been, I looked at it, I think back in January, might have been December, I don't remember. But anyway, it was still on the market. And I kept saying, if that condo is still on the market when I get ready for it, it's mine. So it's mine. It's my present future. There you go. So anyway, um, that's all I have to say about that. I'm just babbling on and on. And stop me when I do that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you. And please like and share this video. And I wish you guys peace. I wish you love. And I love you guys. Thank you so, so much for keep hanging out with me. And please like and share, and I will talk to you later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.